So today I want to talk about placing value on yourself and what it does to you or what it does for you and the people around you. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Welcome back to my channel, awesome people. My name is Christiana and this is Christy's Pause. This is a channel where God is helping us to be amazing and awesome people using His words. If being amazing and awesome is something you like to be, you want to click on the subscribe button. It's just somewhere around here. Thank you. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you. God bless you. So welcome. Today we'll talk about placing value on yourself. First thing I'll be talking about is this aspect of forgiving yourself of mistakes you've made in the past. And the reason I'm starting with that is because I see that it is a whole lot difficult for us to forgive ourselves, for our mistakes than it is easy for us to forgive others. Because one of the ways you can place value on yourself is, when you're able to build your self-confidence and let go of your past mistake and just forge ahead. Because once you are unable to forgive yourself for past mistakes or for past errors, you find it very difficult to place any value on yourself. In fact, it reduces the value you've placed. Even if you've placed the value on yourself in times past, it reduces that value if you are not able to forgive yourself and move past the mistakes you've made in the past, because you just feel something just keeps telling you are this person that is bound to make mistakes, you are this person that is bound to make errors and all that. So that's the reason I want to start with that first. Forgive yourself for wrong things you've done, for mistakes you've done in the past, and just move on. You are just human. You are not God. Making mistakes is not something that shouldn't be heard about you. Other people hurt you, other people make mistakes, they wrong you, and you're able to forgive them. Why do you find it difficult to forgive yourself? One of the things we do for others to show that we love them is to forgive them. Where I started from, I said, love your neighbor as yourself. And that's, when we read scriptures, we know that there's no English that is a mistake. There's no word that is there because maybe the author did not know which English to put. As yourself, the way you love yourself. So loving others as you love yourself means that you need to be filled, you need to have some level of love for you to be able to show love to others, because it is the way you show love to yourself that you show to others. So the first thing I'll be saying is, whatever wrong or whatever mistake you've made in times past, it's even possible you've asked for forgiveness from whoever it is that the mistake affected, or whoever it is you hurt, but you're finding it hard to forgive yourself. I even read the book about somebody that kept saying she couldn't forgive herself, and she held on to that unforgiveness for herself until she died. Now, I don't know. I'm not God. I'm not the judge of where people will end up. But I don't even know where she will end up, because that situation of not being able to forgive herself got her to the point where she felt even God cannot forgive her. Like, her sins are too much. God cannot forgive her. So if she didn't believe that God could forgive her, she couldn't have accepted the forgiveness of God. And God does not force things on us. So He gives things to us, and we also need to be able to open our hearts and accept whatever it is given to us. So if God offered this person forgiveness and she could not forgive herself, I don't even know. So learn to forgive yourself. That's the first way I'll be talking about placing value on yourself. You need to learn to forgive yourself of past mistakes and trust yourself enough not to go back to those mistakes. Trust yourself enough to be able to learn from your past errors and stay away from them. So the next thing I want to do, I know I've talked about this a lot of times, so I'm not going to stay too long on it. Do not compare yourself to other people. Do not compare yourself to other people. I know I've said this a lot of time, and it is because it's, that word that says comparison is a thief of joy is not a mistake. It's actually a thief of joy, and it is a thief of the value you have. When you compare yourself to others, you're like insulting yourself. You are degrading yourself. You are downgrading yourself, because you are unique. You are special. You are special. You are wonderfully and beautifully made. You are not made like every other person. You are that's why you don't look like every other person. Even Taiwo and Kendi, like twins, There's something that distinguishes them. There's always something unique. Their fingerprints, their eyeballs, and all that will not be the same thing. So you are a unique person. So comparing yourself to others is like an insult to yourself. Another way to place value on yourself is to stop comparing yourself to other people. One other way to ensure that you place value on yourself is to foster good relationships. What do I mean by foster good relationships? There are some relationships that all they intend to make us do, or all they intend to make us see, is how less we are than what we actually were. You're this person that is building your self-confidence, seeing yourself in the way God said you are, building yourself up, filling yourself with positive words and all that. But you discover that there are some people that whenever you're around them, it's like they are sapping your energy. It's like they are draining you of those positive vibes. I'm talking about positive vibes. There are some people that whenever you come around them like this, you just end up feeling drained and negative. Such people, as a person that places value on yourself, you want to also place value on your mental health by staying away from such people. You don't want those people around you, because the value you place on yourself should also, cascade to your health. And when we are talking about health, mental health is also a part of it. So you don't want to be around the person that's always talking you down. You don't want to be around the person that's always, bringing you down, or always saying negative things about you, always complaining about your weight. Yes, some people, the only thing they see whenever they see you is how much you have added weight, abi how much you have lost weight, abi how much you don't look fine, abi how much you don't want those people around you. Or even if by any chance they come around you, you get to meet with them, you get to, do anything with them, don't allow their words to settle in your heart. Don't allow their words to have an impact in you. And that is one way, don't allow the words they speak to impact your mental health, to impact you, because whatever they say, if you allow it to sink in. And I remember that there was a time somebody's words sank. Somebody's words got to me, and because of that, I had a few bad, was it a few? It was more than a few bad days. The person said some things that I allowed to, I took those words, and the words, took me on a negative, mode for a number of days. I had to just, bring myself back. So even if you have to be around those people that speak, that are negative, that have negative vibes, you don't want their words, to have an impact on you. You don't want to, soak in whatever it is you're saying. You don't want it to have an impact on the values you have placed on yourself. Why? Because whatever they say is not what God has said you are. Another way to place value on yourself, to start valuing yourself, is to, pat yourself in the back for those things, those things that you feel are just the usual things. So at the end of this video, I'm going to give myself a pat in the back. I'm actually doing this because, before I started this video, I was not motivated to do it, but I just, told myself this had to get done, and here am I doing it. So I'm going to give myself a pat on the back after I finish this video. So sometimes you want to pat yourself in the back, for those seemingly little things you are doing. You are self-respecting yourself, you are appreciating yourself. Learn to appreciate yourself. Learn to tell yourself, Christiana, well done, you are doing well. Learn to say that. It might sound weird when you just start, or it might sound weird to whoever is hearing you, but the fact is, learn to appreciate yourself. There's this adage that talked about the lizard, that when the lizard falls from one iroko tree or something, and it looks around and it does not see anybody, to tell itself, well done, you did well. So learn to say that to yourself once in a while, not once in a while, all the time. Learn to appreciate yourself for the things you do for yourself or you do for other people. Learn to appreciate yourself. It's not about being selfish or being proud. It's just about, raising your value, making yourself, raising your awareness that you're also valuable, self-respecting yourself, appreciating yourself. So learn to appreciate yourself for the things you do for yourself or for others. Another way to start valuing yourself is, when you should say no to whatever. Maybe there's something that is being suggested to you that is out of, not out of your value system. Be ready to, defend the things you hold dear, like the principles you live by. Don't be afraid to say no to some suggestions or to some requests. Or as you decide to, live by the values you place on yourself, people around you will adjust. They'll just know that, this person, this is the way she is. And that was what happened with Joseph in the scriptures. When the Potiphar's wife kept this, and she saw at the point, she saw that this one, that is his value system. That is he has placed this value on himself that is not going to go against this value and all. He has his it is a self-confident person that could resist the offer that Potiphar's wife was offering. Somebody that is self-confident, somebody that knows that I can be more. I can be more than I am now. It is I know that it is self-confidence. Somebody that has placed a value on himself that could refuse that offer. So he got to a time Potiphar's wife knew that this one, he cannot go against this value system that he has. He kept saying no. He kept saying no. The scripture says she kept talking to him until one day she said, since I'm not going to have him, let me just go and scatter let me go and direct him. Let me go let me go and spoil his chances of, becoming anything more in this house. And that was because she knew that he was not going to, go against his value. He has placed a value on himself and he was not going to, reduce it for whatever reason. That was when she gave up and decided to report him to her husband. And we knew, for those of us that know the story, we know that he was sent out and all that, and he became, a better person for it. So learn to say no to things that does not align with you, that does not align with your principles, align with your values. Learn to say no. Don't be afraid to say no. People will adjust. People will just adjust and say, okay, so this is her, this is who she is. Another way to start valuing yourself is to stop second guessing yourself. Like every time you want to take a decision, you are second guessing. And what you discover is, by the time you keep second guessing, you discover that whatever decision you want to make, you just maybe let it go, or let other people's suggestions override, because you are not sure. You don't trust yourself enough to make you don't trust yourself that you can make sensible decisions. So you want to be able to stop second guessing yourself. Build your self-confidence, value yourself, and make yourself, grow your self-confidence, grow the trust you have in yourself to the point where you're able to say, okay, I can make good decisions. God can lead me to make good decisions. I can hear God speak to me and make the correct decisions. Then, get yourself to that point where you trust yourself, where you stop second guessing yourself. So when you love other people, you want to take care of them, you want to be there for them, you want to, do things for them and all that. Learn to also do things for yourself. Learn to also take care of yourself. We refer this ideology, or I don't even know what to call it, since we were young, on how you have to take care of others and all. Most times we are not taught. It is not consciously taught to us as kids. Most times it is not consciously taught to children how to take care of themselves. We only teach children as they grow up how to be there for others and all that. And what this has done is that whenever you want to get into that era or that zone of I have to take care of myself, I need to rest, there's this guilt that you feel of am I not selfish like this? Am I not skin? Am I not? And before you know it, you have decided, okay, let me just go back into taking care of others and just neglecting myself. The fact is, the buckets that you refuse to fill up will one day become empty, and you won't have anything to pour out to others. So you also need, in valuing yourself, you also need to be able to create time when you take care of yourself. Taking care of yourself is not being selfish. It's just being refilling your bucket. That's where I'll just put it. You need to refill your bucket for you to be there for others. And if your bucket is empty, the people that were drawing from you will go to other people to draw. They will also go to other people to draw whatever it is, the strength, the care and all that. So you also need to refuel. Take time out in order to value yourself, in order to place, to keep valuing yourself. Take time out to take care of yourself. You need to take care of yourself. And it's not about being selfish. This is about, maintaining your sanity, because your bucket has to be filled for you to be able to give to others. I'm sure you're ready to see yourself in the light of who God said you are. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for being here. Thank you. If you want to click on the subscribe button, in case you have forgotten, please click on the subscribe button. It's just somewhere around here. Thank you. So until we see in the next video, have a beautiful, 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 beautiful life. Bye.